First and foremost, I want to give all honors and praises and the glory belongs to my Lord and Savior. His name is Yahweh, Bahasham Yahabashai, Bahasham Mahavakak Qudash. Name of the Heavenly Father is Yahweh. Son's name is Yahabashai, in whom I reverence, and honors to the apostles that are in the Holy Spirit, and to the hopeful elect across the globe, and to the few, I mean the very, very few, brothers and sisters that are listening and also learning in the hopes of being saved within these last days, because we are living in the last days of the last days. So without further ado, we're going to flow with His Spirit and knowing you're going to be edified. We're going to go with prophecy today. Prophecy, prophecy, prophecy. We have to remain in the Spirit. The Lusher One Quadash. We're going to go to Matthew 24 and 21. For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world, to this time, no, not ever shall be. So we're approaching a time of great tribulation upon earth, great trouble. And we're going to go into what that's going to be. And except those days shall be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved. But for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So the days are going to be shortened for the elect, because the elect are important. Read Revelation 7 and 7. It talks about the elect, right? A remnant that we're going to be saved according to the mercies, right? So this is what time we are approaching. We have to stay circumspect. We have to stay so focused on the prophecies, not just that, and having faith. First thing we're going to speak about is prophecy. Now we're going to go to Jeremiah. Come on now. This is Jeremiah 30 and 4. And these are the words that the Lord Jehovah spake concerning Israel and concerning Judah. Israel, the tribes, Judah, the part of the tribes as well. And it says, check this out. For thus saith the Lord Jehovah, ye have heard a voice of trembling, of fear, and not of peace. So this is what Jeremiah heard and saw in a vision of trembling and not of peace. You ever heard that saying, no peace to the wicked, not of peace? People are somewhat peaceable now. Hold on just a minute. But all that's going to go out the window real soon. Trembling, that's fear, that's panic, and not of peace. So all these things are going to go down at the Lord Jehovah's return. Okay? And it says, check this out. Ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child. So Jeremiah was describing this like a man being pregnant with child. Not that a man was pregnant. He was describing it in such a way. Because that's how it seemed. It seemed like a man was pregnant. Right? And his hands on his loins. Right? As a woman in travail, hands on his loins. Loin region. So if you got your hands on your loin, you're in a panicky state. Like this. Okay, there it is with it. And it says, check this out. And all faces turn into paleness. I just got to make sure this don't fall down. All faces turn into paleness. Right? All. So that's by shock. Fright. That's how it's going to be. It's going to be shocking out here. And just because I'm not looking into the camera doesn't mean I'm not focused. I'm looking ahead of me. I'm so focused right now. So focused. Right? So focused. So this is what time we're coming into now. All the delicacies. You being able to go to cinema, which I just came from the cinema. I watched that movie, what's it called? Twister. Good movie, bro. It's a good movie. Right? That's biblical. That's biblical proportions, man. Right? So there's a lot of things that are going to happen on a mass scale. On a mass scale. All your normalities, that's going to be gone. Right? Bread and circus, that's going to be gone. right? The cashing system, the cash system, the physical cash system, that's going to be gone. Right? This is what we got to get our minds set up on. Got to be prepared for this, man. At all times. Be prepared. And it says, Baba Kishar. Oh yeah, the last thing, a lot of these people, they're going to be gone. That's why they're going to be gone. They're already gone. That's why they do reprobate stuff. Because the Lord gave them over to a reprobate mind. To do what was not convenient. Okay? So we got to be ready. We got to be ready. Verse 7. Alas, for that day is great. What day? The day of Jacob's trouble. Great. If something's great, it surpasses something else. So that none is like it. So none other time's going to be like this. Even in the time of Jacob's trouble, it's a time of Jacob's trouble. Key thing. Jacob's trouble, man. Nothing's going to compare to it. Nothing. That's why we got to arm our minds with the same suffering that Yahushua went through. You're going to see blood credits, rioting, panicking. You're going to see a lot of things happen, man, in these times. And our minds have to be geared on prophecy, geared on faith, nothing else. Because that's what's going to be what gets us through. Right? It's our faith that's going to get us through, man. That's what's going to get us through. So all we can do is just pray that the Lord gives us what we need. Okay? So we went to that. Gonna be a time that never, ever seen before. And the elect are gonna have that faith. And that's why they're going through what they're going through now. Excuse me just a minute. That's why we're going through what we're going through now. So we're going to go to 2nd Ezra 16. And where should we start? We're going to start at verse 18. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings. This is just the beginning, man. It's just the beginning. And great mournings. There's going to be people mourning all over the place. Right? And beginning of famine. So you're going to have famine, starvation, and great death. It's going to be dead bodies all over the gaff. People screaming, loved ones, people you knew in the world. Most of the people we grew up around, they're not going to make it. Facts. Most of the people we grew up around, most of the people that walk past you, they're not going to make it. Right? And one may say, how can you say that? No, we can say that. There's going to be many. There's going to be great death. And the beginning of sorrows. Right? And it says, check this out, Baba Kishar. And it's the beginning. Right? Beginning of sorrows and great mournings. There's also going to be great mournings amongst us as well. The beginning of famine and great death. The beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear. Beginning of war and powers. The powers that be, they're going to stand in great fear when Yahweh shows up on the scene. The beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? Behold, famine and plague and tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. What shall I do when these evils shall come to pass? That's how bad it's going to get. That's how bad it's going to get. Right? But that's why we, the hopeful elect, are preparing. Oh, excuse me just a minute. That's why we're preparing. So we can make it out of this madness. Flipping now, man. See, Satan doesn't want this word to get out. Hold on. And you got the demons out here getting upset. Good. You should be getting upset. You should be. Right? And it says, check this out. And the power shall stand in fear. The beginning of evils. This is the beginning, the start. Right? Right? It's just the beginning. What shall I do when these evils shall come? So what Ezra's saying, what is he going to do when these evils are going to come? Right? Behold, famine and plague, tribulation, and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. All these things, man, as punishment to get ourselves right. But for all these things, they will not turn from their wickedness, nor be always mindful of the scourges. So even though these things are happening, people ain't going to turn from their wickedness because it's bred in them. It's bred in them to do wickedness. Right? Now, the elect are going to turn from it. And it says, check this out, and behold, victory shall be good cheap upon the earth, where they shall think themselves to be in good case. Even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, in great confusion. So it says, victuals are going to be so good cheap. So there's still going to be certain merchandise, but it's going to be cheap. And they shall think themselves to be in a good case. And even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. So we're in the time of evils growing, multiplying, waxing, increasing. We're in that time. Okay? And it says, check this out. And behold, famine and plagues. But for all these things they shall not turn from their wickedness, nor always be mindful of the scourges. Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap. For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy. It says, many that escape the hunger shall perish of famine. Right? Of famine. And what? Those that survive that, they're going to die by the sword, man. Right? They're going to die by the sword. Bear just a minute. Going to go into Amos, just a minute. Amos 5, I believe it is. Amos 5 and 12. Hold on just a minute. Found it. This is Amos 5 and 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord Yahushua, for what end is it for you? So, you got a lot of our people desiring the day of Yahushua. What end is it for you? If you're not doing the right thing. You need to be doing the right thing. So what end is it for you? What good is it for you? If you're not repenting, man. Right? And it says, for the day of the Lord Yahushua is darkness. Nothing but darkness. Right? That means a bad time. An evil time. And not light, as a man did flee from a lion, and a bear met him, or went to in the house and laid his hand on the wall, and a serpent bit him. So it's going to be one thing, 444. Brackety Yahaba, you should be having shy. I love it when I see them numbers, man. 444, man. Right? So it says, check this out. And leaned his hand on the wall and a serpent bit him. So you're going to be in one danger, to another danger, to another danger. That's how it's going to be. Right? People are going to be from danger to danger. Right? That's what they're going to be, from danger to danger. Right? And the only one that can deliver you from that is Yahushua. And that's why we have to be in this word as much as possible. Without fail. So we went to that Baba Kushar. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light, even very dark, and no brightness in it. It's going to be dark and no brightness in it. Bro, it's going to be different to what you see right now. Like, bro, it's going to be horrible out here, man. It's going to be blood-curdling and screams. There's going to be bodies everywhere. There's going to be pestilence. There's going to be uproars. All these things are going to happen. Uproars, wars of rumors of wars, all these things, right? And there's only going to be one to deliver, and that's going to be Yahushua. He's going to be the only one to deliver when all this breaks loose, all hell breaks loose. Then you've got the corrupt house police. Corrupt house police. Very tough. Don't worry about them anyway. Their asses are going to get arrested real soon. Right? But the Lord's going to shut this thing down. But we got to stay focused. Because all they're trying to do is just play on our senses and get us distracted. Useless. Useless police. Bear with just a minute. That's what we got to do. Stay focused, man. Wicked. These people are wicked. But it's okay. It's okay because the Lord's, He's going to give them what they really want. They want to do wickedness. The Lord Jehovah is going to give these people what they've been wanting in due time. Right? The Lord's going to bring something that people are not even expecting, man. It's going to be dark. This is why I'm repenting right now. This is why I'm getting myself right. Because I know when all hell does break loose, most of these people, guess what? They ain't going to be ready for it, man. They ain't going to be ready. And even more going to be a bit shooken up. Okay? Going to be a dark time, Isaiah 13. Isaiah 13. The burden of Babylon. Jump straight to verse 6. How ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand, and it shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. So it does say the day of the Lord Yahushua is at hand. That means it's right here. The day. So we're waiting for that day, and we're waiting for that hour. But we don't know what day, we don't know what hour. It's all according to the Holy Scriptures. The Lord ain't going to tell us, because if He did tell us, there are people doing wickedness and trying to get right at that time. That's why He's not telling us. And it says, wherefore shall all hands be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. All hands shall be faint, and every man's heart shall melt. Key thing, melt. People are going to be trembling. People are going to be passing out, giving up the ghost. Right? These people don't really know what's about to happen. They don't know. They shall be afraid. Pangs and sorrow shall take hold of them. Pangs is their deepest fears. That's what's going to take hold of them. Their deepest fears. Whew. And this is spirit. This is so spiritual. You know why? Because like I said, I was watching a movie called Twister, and then now you have these strong winds happening. That everything is spiritual. Everything. And it says, and they shall be in pain as a woman. What did we read in Jeremiah 30:7? I see grown men travailing as women in pain. Like a woman in travail. You see how all these precepts link up? The prophets described it in a different way. They described the same thing, but it was in a different sense, in a different way. And it says, but travaileth, right? Travailing, you're in pain. They shall be amazed at one another. Their faces shall be as flames. Verse 9. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate. And He shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. So the Lord's going to come with wrath. And He's going to destroy, yes, the sinners thereof out of it. Right? So this is going to be a horrible time for the people to be up on earth. That's why we want to make sure we're covered. We want to make sure we're covered by the blood of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and we're acceptable when all hell breaks loose. Because a lot of people ain't going to be able to handle it. A lot of people ain't going to be able to handle the things that are coming up on earth. Right? But the elect will. And it says, verse 9, behold, the day of the Lord cometh true, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate. What land? The shores of America, different places across the earth. And it says, and shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. For the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened when it's going forth. And the moon shall not cause a light to shine. The stars of heaven and the constellations shall not give their light. So they're going to go to their prognosticators, their witches, their warlocks, and they still ain't going to get an answer. They're still not going to get an answer. Right? And the moon shall not cause a light to shine. And I will punish the world for their evil, and the wicked for their iniquity. So don't worry about these people. They're going to be punished for their evil and their iniquity. Yeah, I said it. The Lord's going to punish them for their evil that they're doing and for their iniquity. Okay? And I will cause the arrogancy of the proud to cease, and I will lay low the haughtiness of the terrible. And I will make a man more precious than fine gold, even a man in the gold wedge of Ophir. Therefore will I shake the heavens, and the earth shall be removed out of her place, in the wrath of the Lord of hosts, and in the day of his fierce anger. So the Lord's going to shake up these heavens, man. Right? The Lord's going to shake up them heavens. Okay? That's what he's going to do. Start shaking things up. Right? It's going to get heavy out here. That's what we got to be focused on. Focus on having faith. Focus on the prophecies as well. Focus on them things. And when you're focusing on them things, you can't fail. Ain't no way you can fail. Excuse me just a minute. Right? So let's continue. Bear with me. Isaiah 13 and 14. And it shall be as a chased roe, and as a sheep that no man taketh up. There shall every man turn to his own people, and flee everyone into his own land. So the nations, certain of these nations are going to return back to their own land where they were before. That makes sense, right? Everyone that is found shall be thrust through, and everyone that is dragged unto them shall fall by the sword. So we're in some heavy, listen, we're going to approach some heavy times where Yahweh is going to turn up on the scene, man. And you ain't going to be able to do any stalking then. Bro, that's going to be long out of the window. You ain't going to be able to do no stalking then. None. Like, bro, none of that. Right? We're approaching that time, man, where Yahweh is going to come on the scene. That's why we got to watch. There's a bit more, excuse me just a minute. We're back on 2nd Ezra 16 and jump straight to verse 23. And the dead shall be cast out as dung. Dung is shit. And when there shall no man comfort them. No man's going to be able to comfort them. You're not going to have ambulances. Bro, the ambulance services ain't going to be running. It's going to be like survival mode. Right? And it says, check this out. For the earth shall be wasted. So when you're thinking about an earth wasted, it's going to be desolate. The earth shall be wasted, desolate, man. You're going to have burning vehicles, buildings, abandoned buildings, emptiness, a silence. Right? Well, you know what? You're going to have a lot of shouting, but there's certain areas that are going to be silence because people are going to be moving out of areas to find food. You got to picture this. You got to image this. The prophets, they were visionaries. They were able to see these things before it happened. And it says, check this out. And there shall no man left to till the earth. Right? There shall no man comfort them. The earth shall be wasted and the cities cast down. These major cities are going to be cast down to the ground, man. There shall no man be left to till the earth and to sow it. So there's going to be no man to be tilling the earth or to be sowing it. Then you're going to know the real meaning of madness. You're going to know that real meaning, man, of madness, man, when the Lord brings up destruction upon you. He rains that upon you, your family, all them. Because that's what's going to happen. Okay? You got people that want to project, man. You got people that want to project their dark, demonic spirit upon us. Bro, you can't do that. Well, you can try it, but that's going to backfire upon you, man. Don't you understand that? Right? And it says, check this out. Baba Kishar. There shall no man be left to till the earth and to sow it. The trees shall give fruit, and who shall gather them? Trees are going to be, bringing fruit, your blackberries, your plums. But who's going to be to gather them? No one's going to be able to gather them, man. No one. Okay? And it says, check this out. And it says, the trees shall give their fruit, and who shall gather them? The grapes shall ripen, and who shall tread them? Right? For all place shall be desolate of men. Desolate. You know what that means? Empty. empty of men. Okay? So that one man shall desire to see another and to hear his voice, man. Right? So you got one man desiring to see another man's voice. Desperately. Right? And it says, Baba Kishar, for of a city there shall be 10 left of a whole city and 2 of a field. So you know what that means? That's mass destruction. Mass death. For of a city there shall be 10 left, 2 of a field which shall hide themselves in the thick groves and in the clefts of the rock. So it says 2 in a field that shall hide themselves. So where are they going to be hiding themselves? In the thick groves, in the clefts of the rock. Buildings, they got underground bases as well. Churches, and in the groves. The groves are what? The bushes, the trees, the forest. Verse 29, as in the orchard of olives upon every tree, there are left 3 or 4 olives. Or as when a vineyard is gathered, there are left some clusters of them, but diligently seek through them, the vineyard. So it says, of orchard of olives upon every tree that are left 3 or 4 olives. So when you're searching houses, you're going to have people ransacking houses. It's going to be about 3 or 4 people within that whole town, within that house. As when a vineyard is gathered, there are left some clusters of them that didn't seek for the vineyard. Even so, in those days, there shall be 3 or 4 left by them, but search their houses with the sword. So there's only going to be 3 or 4 left, right? That search their houses, right? With the sword. So it's going to get real medieval out here. Real medieval. And in that time, you ain't going to be trying to fit in. No, sir. No, sir. You ain't going to be trying to fit in, man. You got to be, listen, but you know, you're going to want to fit in if you have a shy. Right? You're going to want to fit in if you have a shy. I'm just making sure this don't fall. That's who you're going to want to fit in with. Right? It's going to get real medieval out here. For real. Okay? Real medieval. So again, I'm going to say this again. Our minds have to be catered to having faith and trusting these prophecies are going to take place. But we have to wait. How long? I don't know. But you can see what's happening around us, man. You know we're in the end days, man. You know it. Look at the science. Just look at the science, man. Look at the science of the times, man. Of what's going on. And that's an indication. Wars are rumors. Rumors of wars. Pestilences. Earthquakes. All these were signs of the end. So these are indications, man, of the end times. Indications. Excuse me. Drink some water. All indications, man. Focus on these scriptures. Alright, let's continue. And more on verse 30. And when a vineyard is gathered, there are left some clusters of them that didn't seek for the vineyard. It says some clusters that diligently seek for the vineyard. Israel is known as a vineyard. A little cluster. I forgot where it was. There'd be many that perish, but few that be saved. There's only going to be a few that are going to be saved. Only a few. And it says, check this out, Baba Kishar. Even so in those days there shall be 3 or 4 left by them that search their house with the sword. 3 or 4 left of them by their house that search with the sword. So there's going to be people. They're going to have certain armoring. Right in the strip, bro, it's going to get proper. Picture this if you can, vision it. And the earth shall be laid waste, and the fields thereof shall wax old. Key thing. Earth shall be laid waste. Fields thereof shall wax old. And her ways or all her paths shall grow full of thorns. Right? So the earth is going to be completely wasted. Desolate. Yeah, run back to your handler and do your juju. And you got people doing that as well. Bro, Bro, you ain't going to be able to do that in that time. You ain't going to be able to practice them dark arts, man. Voodoo. You ain't going to be able to do that. Bro, there's a lot of stuff going on, man. A lot of stuff. Yes, bro. And it says, check this out. And the earth shall be laid waste, and the full thereof shall wax old. And her ways, and all her paths grow full of thorns. So the places that you could tread once upon a time, you're not going to be able to tread them places. Why? Because they're going to be full of thorns. Full up. Vision this. And the earth shall be laid waste, and the full thereof shall wax old, and her ways and all her paths shall grow full of thorns. Right? Because no one's going to be walking through there anymore. Right? And it says, check this out, because no man travel there through. The virgin shall mourn, having no bridegroom. Right? The women shall mourn, having no husband. Their daughters shall mourn, having no helpers. In the wars, check this out, shall their bridegrooms, key thing, be destroyed in their husbands, shall perish of famine. Are you listening? Hear now these things and understand them, ye servants of the Lord. So we're supposed to be hearing this and understanding. Ye servants of the Lord. We are servants, right? Understand this. Behold, the word of the Lord, receive it, believe that the gods to whom the Lord spake. Behold, the plagues draw nigh, and are not slack. So these plagues, they're drawing so nigh, and they're not slacking. Right? These plagues are not slacking. Right? As when a woman with child in the ninth month bringeth forth her son. Within 2 or 3 hours of her, this is all flowing. As when a woman with child in the ninth month bringeth forth her son. Within 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains can pass her womb. It's going to be all of a sudden. Right? Which pains when the child come forth, they slack not a moment. Even shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth. And the world shall mourn, and the sorrow shall come upon it on every side. Sorrows are going to be upon this every single side. Everywhere you go, you're going to see them sorrows, man. Every side. Right? And it says, check this out. Oh, my people, hear the words. Check this out. Make you ready to the battle, and in those evils, even be as pilgrims upon the earth. In these evils, be as pilgrims. So what pilgrims spiritually? We are pilgrims, man. And it says, he that selleth, let him be as one that will fleeth away. So if you're selling, you got to still be as one that's fleeing from what you just bought. And he that buyeth, one as that will lose. So if you're buying, you got to have the mentality you're going to lose. Excuse me just a minute. Bear me just a minute. Hold on. Go to Corinthians. Flow him in the spirit right now. So you got to have that mentality. Anything we have here, bro, it's temporal. We're not taking it with us, man. Everything, listen, brothers. Everything here is temporal. We're not taking nothing. You're going to bear me just a minute. 2 Corinthians 7. Because it does say in somewhere in 2 Corinthians, those that have wives, be as that they had not wives. Those that have things, be it that they lost. See if we can find it. Bro, it's a certain mentality we're supposed to have, man. Come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Go to 7. Found it. Alright, this is 1 Corinthians 7. And jump straight to verse 27. Are thou bound unto a wife? Seek not to be loosed. Are thou loosed from a wife? Seek not a wife. But if thou marry, that is not sin, and if a virgin marry, she hath not sinned, nevertheless you shall have trouble in the flesh. But I spare you. But this I say, brethren, time is short. It remaineth that both that they have wives be as though they had none. It says the time is short. The time of what? The time of this wicked kingdom being destroyed is short. Right? And it says, and they that weep as they wept not, and they that rejoice as though they rejoice not, and they that buy as that they possess not, whew, and they that buy as they possess not. So you gotta have the mentality, yeah, you're buying things, but you're not taking it with you. Right? But you're not taking it with you. Okay? That's the mentality. On that car, 7774. Come on, perfection, man. The Lord's going to bring forth what? Perfection to us. Okay? And it says, and though they rejoice not as they buy, as they possess not. That's the mentality, man. Bro, keep your mind focused on the kingdom. That's what's going to keep us in the spirit. That's what's going to keep us in the spirit. That's what's going to keep us going, man. Right? That's what's going to keep us going. Yeah? And it says, check this out. And they, hold on. And they that use this world, and they that use this world, that's not abusing it over excess, that's what abuse means. Use this world, but not abusing it. For the fashion of this world passeth away. It says it. The fashion, the way things are done here, passeth away. So the whole fashion, the whole way things are being done here, all that's going to vanish, man. And all we're going to have in that time is these scriptures and our faith. That's all that's going to count. The scriptures and our faith. Right? Shupa! Berries with it. What is that? Shupa. But that's what we're going to have. Is our faith in Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. That's what's going to get us through. Hi, Shupa. Berries. Hi. That's what we're going to have in that time. Okay? Lady I met yesterday. Right? So that's what we got to bank on. We can bank on these scriptures, man. When everything else fails, we can bank on these scriptures. Because everything is going to fail. Right? And that's what gives us faith. This is what keeps us going. Knowing that we have a power that's above everything. That's what keeps us going. Okay? Check this out. Got people running around here, being controlled by their handlers. It looks stupid. It looks fucking stupid. You got people being controlled by handlers, man. How old are we? Right? Get on the phone, speak to this person. You look dumb. You look dumb. Right? You ain't going to be able to, in the time of Jacob's trouble, you ain't going to be able to do that. You ain't going to be able to do the things you're doing now. It's Saturday. I'm sure you got better things to do. Right? Sling your hook. Bear me just a minute. Oh, pop me. But yeah, it's going to get heavy. We're going to have to lose some stuff, man. Right? See what else we got, Baba Kishore. We're just getting started. We're just getting started. Right? So now let's go back to the Apocrypha. Come on, we need to get amped up. So now, back on Second Ezra. And this is 15. And 41, he that selleth, let him be as one that fleeth away, and he that buyeth as one that will lose. So you got to be prepared to lose stuff, man, in this kingdom. Yes, you're going to lose things, right? Things that are not really beneficial to you, right? Because if you're trying to hold on to these things, that could be a stumbling block to one's soul. Trying to hold on to something that the Lord wants you to get rid of. Right? Fuck off, bear me just a minute. And it says, Baba Kishar. And he, Baba Kishar, and he that selleth, let him be as that fleeth away, and he that buyeth is one that will lose. And he that occupieth merchandise, business, as he that have no profit, buy it. So that's what mentality you got to be in. right? That you have no profit by it. And he that buildeth as he that shall not dwell therein. So you might be building something, but you don't have the mentality, even though you're dwelling in it, that you're not dwelling in it spiritually. You're in another place. Bro, that's the mindset, bro. We have to raise our mindsets, right? Get yourself out of this carnal, low vibration. Really think about these scriptures, man. Serious stuff. Because whether you believe it or not, this is going to play out. Hold on. This is going to play out. Right? Some kind of strong winds today. Right? And it says, check this out. And it says, and he that soweth, as he shall not reap, and he that planteth a vineyard, as he that shall not gather the grapes. And they that marry, as they shall get no children. So you're marrying, be as those that you have no children. Right? And they that marry not, come on now, as widowers. So those that marry not as widowers. In other words, no husband, no wife. Right? And therefore, they that labor in vain. Guess what that word vain means? A waste of time. A waste of labor. But I can see it. We can see it. They can't see it. Because they're too heavily invested in the world rather than be invested in this word. Right? And it says, check this out. That was a shot. For strangers shall reap their fruits when there's ransacking, when there's rioting, and spoil their goods, overthrow their houses, and take their children captives, for in captivity and famine they shall get children. Because they're also going to be sleeping with women, so there's also going to be children that are going to be brought forth when all this is happening. Right? And they that occupy merchandise with robbery, the more they deck their cities, so the more you start building new places, their houses, their possessions, their own persons, the more I will be angry with them. For their sin, saith the Lord Yahushua. Like as a whore envieth for right and honest, virtuous woman, so shall righteousness hate iniquity. When she decketh herself, and shall accuse her to her face. And when he cometh, that shall defend him. But diligently searcheth out every sin upon earth. Who's going to do that? Yahushua. Right? And therefore be not like thereunto, nor to the works thereof. For yet a little, and iniquity shall be taken away out of the earth. And righteousness shall reign among you. Aye, this is what I'm waiting for. A little, and iniquity shall be taken out of the earth. Wickedness, man. Don't you want that? Don't you want iniquity to be taken out of the earth? I do. I want iniquity to be taken out. Right? There's some more people walking past with their unclean black magic spirit. Forget all that. It don't matter anymore. Right? Because we could just raise our vibration anytime. See, when you're in a negative spirit, you're just in the negative spirit. That's what. We keep our spirit positive. We're having all black like a witch. So some things you just got to laugh at. Some things you can't take too serious. Right? Anyways, let's continue. And it says, because remember, ultimately, who's got the victory? Yahweh by Sham, Yahushua. Always remember them. When you know that, what you worried about? And it says, for a little while iniquity shall be taken away out of the earth, and righteousness shall reign among you. So righteousness is going to be reigning among us. Nothing but righteousness. Right? It's going to be reigning. Right? And that's what we want as well. Don't you want righteousness established? I do. I want a righteous kingdom. Don't you? Right? So that's how it's going to go down. That's how it's going to go down. Now we went into that. We're going to go into more. Now we're going to speak about faith, because we need to maintain faith, the kingdom, flow with the Spirit. Just flow. Just flow. Righteousness will flourish. Psalms 22, 21, 22. Come Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. And make sure, brothers, I want to say this, please make sure you're staying prayed up. Right? These people are trying to work witchcraft, magic, obia, death spells, envy, jealousy. Make sure you're staying prayed up. Make sure you're staying in this word. Right? Psalms 3. And you know what? Start at 2. Actually, start at Psalms 2. Why did the heathen rage? You got people just raging, man. Raging off at the mouth. Right? Why did the heathen rage? And the people imagine a vain thing. So you got people raging. And you got people imagining a vain thing. Right? Because they're vain, a useless thing. Vain is useless. That's what you got people doing. Imagining a vain thing. The kings of the earth set themselves against the Lord and his anointed. So that's what the kings are doing. The elites, they're setting themselves against the Lord Jehovah and his anointed. And who are they anointed? Us. Nobody of them anointed. So the kings, they're waging war against us, man. To a certain extent. Okay? And it says, Bible, check this out. Check this out. And the kings of the earth set themselves and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord Yahweh. So guess what they're doing? They're taking counsel against us and against his anointed, saying, right? Let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. So that's what they're trying to do, man. Cast our cords away from us. They don't want us to know who we are, because that's our power, right? And it says, Baba Kishar, he that sitteth in the heaven shall laugh, the Lord shall have him in derision. So Lord's going to laugh, your house is going to laugh, man, and have these nations in derision. Right? When he shall speak unto them in his wrath and vex them in his sore displeasure. So the nations are going to be vexed. He's going to vex the nations, man. Who's in control? Yahweh Shai. Right? Yahweh Shai is in control. He's going to vex you nations. Just how they're vexed now. Right? Just how they're vexed now. And it says, Baba Kishar. And it says, many there be which say unto my soul, there is no help for him. So that's how they're thinking. They're thinking there's no help for us. But thou, Lord, art my shield for me, for my glory and the lifter of my head. So the Lord is our helper. And he's going to lift us up. He's our protection, man. And that's who we need to rely on. Because these people, they're not going to help you out here. They're devils, man. They're fucking devils, bro. They're going to help you. The Lord will help you. He's been helping us, man, ain't he? Put your trust in him. Right? Put your trust in Yahweh Shai. And he will not fail you. Right? We've still got these people running to their handlers and shit. Bear with me. And they get told off. Remember, they get negative reinforcement for doing wicked stuff. Don't join their madness. And it says, verse 6, I will not be afraid of 10,000s of people that have set themselves against me round about. 10,000s of people set themselves round about who? David. So David was dealing with certain stuff. 10,000s. That's a lot of people, man. That's a lot. Right? And it says, arise, O Lord, shall save me. Oh, my power. For thou hast smitten all my enemies upon the cheekbone. Thou hast broken the teeth of the ungodly. Salvation belongeth to the Lord, thy blessing is upon thy people. Right? So the Lord's going to smite our enemies in the cheekbone, man. It's about believing in what these words say. And that's the main thing. That's the class is faith, trust. You want to trust in the Lord, man. with all our soul and with all our heart. That's what we want to do. Without fail. Alright? Bear me just a minute. Check this out. Still got these people walking around doing dumb shit. Bear me just a minute. So we went to that now. Also got to Proverbs, Baba Kishore. Proverbs 3 and 5. Trust in the Lord, Yahweh Shai. Trust. Right? With all our hearts. And it says, Baba Kishore, and lean not unto thy own understanding. That's what we got to do. Trust in the Lord, Yahweh Shai, with all our heart and understanding. Once you do that, bro, the Lord's got you. And he's able to make moves and do particular stuff for you now. And it says, and lean not unto thy own understanding. In all thy ways, acknowledge him, and he shall direct thy paths. It says, in all thy ways. So with everything we do, make sure Yahweh Shai is at the forefront, the center of our thoughts. In all our ways, acknowledge him. That's what we got to do. Acknowledge the Lord Yahweh Shai. And it says, check this out, and he shall direct thy paths. Be not wise in thy own eyes, see? Fear the Lord and depart from evil. So when you trust in the Lord, what are you doing? You're having faith. If you're not trusting the Lord, that means you don't have faith. This is about faith, man. Excuse me just a minute. We're going to go to Psalm 55. This is Psalm 55. And again, check this out. Psalm 55. And jump straight to verse 9. Destroy, O Lord, Yahweh Shai, and divide their tongues, for I have seen violence and strife in the city. Brothers, I've seen that, man. Violence, strife in these cities. Right? That's what we see. Violence and strife. Right? And it said, divide their tongues, for I have seen violence and strife in the city. Day and night they go about it upon the walls. Wealth, mischief also, and sorrow in the midst of it. Wickedness is in the midst thereof. Deceit and guile depart not from her streets. So, what you've got within these streets is guile, deceit. And wickedness, man. That's why I've always said, bro, if you're teaching by yourself and there's no one really around you, then just keep it that way. If someone joins you, they join you. Now, if you're out in the world, you don't really want to be hanging around with people in the world for too long. You don't really want to be doing that because you might get caught up. So make sure you're abiding within these scriptures, right? Get in, then you get out. Get in, get out. Get in, get out. Get in, get out. Get in, get out. Clark Kent mode, bro. Because a lot of these people, they can't be trusted, bro. They can't be trusted. Right? And don't talk to me. Don't take it personally. No, it's personal, man. You're coming up against Yahweh Shai, man. But it's alright, because soon they're going to have to take me off the list. This list they put me on, they're going to have to take me off that list soon. Right? Then they're going to have to say, well, I'm sorry, we were wrong. Yeah, you're going to be proved to be wrong, man. Right? People want to put you on a list because you're speaking the truth. They're going to have to take me off it soon. Real soon. Right? Then you're going to find out they were the ones that were doing all this wickedness. That's what you're going to find out. Right? Baba Kishore. Oh, they don't tell you they watch you when you're in your facility of your household. They don't tell you that, do they? They're not telling you that, are they? They're not telling you these people are watching you in the facility of your household. That's what they're doing. Alright? Fucking useless, man. Fuck off with that shit, man. Hope you get into a car crash, man. Bear me just a minute. Baba Kishore. Check this out. We're gonna shut off soon. faith needs to be in the right place. 100%. 100%. 100%. Yeah, bro, you got demons out here, bro. They have a problem. Not demons. That want to disrupt our faith. Hebrews 4. Actually, you know what? Let's go to Hebrews 3. And 9. When your fathers tempted me, proved me, and saw my works 40 years. Wherefore I was grieved. Why? Because they hardened their hearts, their minds. With that generation, and said they do always err in their heart, their minds. And they have not known my ways. So I swear in my wrath, they shall not enter into my rest. Take heed, brethren, lest there be any of you an evil heart of unbelief in departing from the living power. Right? So there's a lot of people, they're going to depart from the living power. Right? From departing from the living power. So it's so easy to lose faith and go back into the world. It's so easy to do that. Lose faith and go right back into the world. Keep the faith. Keep the faith. And it says, lest there be any of you a heart of unbelief in departing from the living power. It can happen, man. All of a sudden, a man doesn't believe anymore for whatever reason. It says the evil heart of unbelief. Let me check the time. And that can happen. You just got men, they just don't believe anymore. Right? They lose faith. They get weak. So do things to keep your faith going. And what do you do to increase your faith? You pray for more faith. And you kind of do put yourself out there where the Lord uses you to have faith. Okay? And it says, check this out, lest there be any of you an evil heart of unbelief in departing from the living power. But exhort one another daily while it's called today. What does exhort mean? Build up. So build up one another daily. Why it is called today, lest any of you harden through the deceitfulness of sin. So we need to build each other up. Not put each other down, build each other up. Lest there be evil heart of unbelief. If you're not doing that, then what are you doing? The Lord Yahushua wants us to be faithful unto him. Faithful. Okay. And that's it. We need to be faithful, man. And say another thing, Satan's done. How do we know Satan's done? Let's go. It's 1 Peter 1 and 3. Blessed be your power and Father of our Lord Yahushua, which according to his abundant mercy hath begotten us again unto a lively hope by the resurrection of Yahushua from the dead. Check this out. To an inheritance incorruptible and undefiled, and that fadeth not away, reserved in heaven for you. So we have an inheritance for us, right? In the heavens, man. You got the traffickers walking past now. People that worship Satan. Bro, they can't touch this. Right? You see, there's spiritual laws. There's spiritual laws in place where traffickers, Satanists, witchcraft workers, they can't get up in this because we have a hedge. That's why you got to believe that the Lord's protecting you, man, from these evil ass people, man. You got to believe in that. Okay? I got to say that because you got the witches that walk past and so forth. And it says, to an inheritance incorruptible, undefiled, that fadeth not away, reserved in heaven for you. So guess what? There's an inheritance, man. There's an inheritance that comes with this, man. Okay? And that's what I'm thinking about. But it feels like it's so long because we're in the flesh. That's why we got to walk in the spirit. It feels like it's taking forever. But it's not far off. It's so close. It's so close. And into an inheritance incorruptible, undefiled. Right? And that fadeth not away, reserved in heaven for you. What's the inheritance? A kingdom, children, women, new bodies, right? New lands. Bro, this one, you got to see it to believe it. Actually, I shouldn't say that. You have to image it in your mind. When I say see it to believe it, in your mind's eye. Because I hear people saying, well, if I can't see something, then I don't believe it. Because they don't have any faith. But you can see it in your mind's eye. See, we have vision. Yahweh's just given us the vision to believe this. To have faith in this. Okay. And it says, you're finished, bro. Fuck off. Bear with me. And it says, Baba Kishar, check this out. To an inheritance incorruptible and undefiled that fadeth not away, reserved in heaven for you. Right? Oh, you know what? They are right. It's finished. You're right. Satan is finished. And Satan knows he's finished. What did Yahweh say when he got up on that cross? It is done. See, Satan's a copycat. He tries to spin everything upside down. It is done. It is finished. So guess what Satan done? Guess what Yahweh done? He dismantled every principality. He dismantled Satan, man, when he got up on that cross. Made a show of principalities. Yeah, it is done, man. You're done, Satan. You're finished. You're through. You're done. Finito, man. And he says, you are kept by the power of the Heavenly Father through faith unto salvation, ready to be revealed in the last time. So we have these bodies that are ready to be revealed in the last time. Don't worry about these actors as well. Everywhere we go, we got people that are placed around us to act as. Forget about them, man. They ain't shit. And it says, wherein you greatly rejoice, though now for a season, if need be, you are in heaviness through manifold temptations. Whew. For a season, you're in heaviness, weighed down. Through manifold temptations, many. Bro, brothers are gonna go through manifold, several different temptations, man. Manifold. That's much. You're gonna go through things, man. You're gonna be tempted, but it's not gonna be beyond your measure. And it says that the trial of your faith, being more precious than of gold, right? That perisheth, though it be tried with fire. So, guess what? Your faith is being tried by fire. What's the fire? A test, purification process. This is a purification process for the elect, right? Still useless, man. Bear with me. It's a purification process, man. That's what it is. For the elect to climb higher and to overcome. Okay. And it says, might be found unto praise, unto honor and glory at the appearing of Mashiach, whom having not seen, I was talking about that. In whom having not seen. We ain't seen him. Now, some of us were with him, but we ain't seen him right now as we can say, yeah, we've seen him. And no. But we do see him. How? Through our mind's eye, man. That's how we see him. Bro, this is, I keep telling you, this is all spiritual, man. You have to believe, you have to have that faith, man. Okay. Most people, they don't have what we have. Yeah, they might have a nice car. So what? So what? Trying to stunt on people in your car. So what? That's why you know a lot of these people, they have not grown. They're not growing, man. They're not growing. They're just mediocre. They're living mediocre lives, man. Right? Now, we don't want to live like that. Right? Substance, this faith. When you have faith, you have substance, man. You have what they want. I see it. Nice cars driving past and so forth. They're trying to make you feel, bro, I'm not jealous. I could care less. I got my pushback. That's what, doesn't matter. Because you want what I got. You want what I got. You got some of these people are rich, but you want what I got. Because we have faith. We have faith. And when you have faith, that's everything and more. Right? When you have faith, guess what you do? You exercise that faith. Right? You exercise it. Whom have you not seen, love? In whom, well, now you have seen him not, yet believing. Ye rejoice with joy unspeakable and full of glory, receiving the end of your faith, even the salvation of your souls. So we're going to receive the end of our faith. The end of it, bro. Just enjoy. Don't let no one try to dim your light as well, because that's what the demons are out here to do. Dim your light. Right? They want to dim our light. They don't want to see us shining bright. Don't let these people dim your light. Right? And they won't tell you the evil shit they be doing, man. Right? These people, bro, they're Satanists. Not all. Most of them are Satanists, man. Right? Real life Satanists, man. But how do you combat Satan? Through the scriptures. So when Satan comes up against you, guess what you do? Combat Satan with the scriptures, man, and say, Satan, get behind the devil, man. Flee, man. That's what you tell Satan. You tell Satan, flee. Fuck off. That's what you tell Satan. Right? Don't come around me. Hey, Shooper. Hey. So that's how we're supposed to operate within this truth. Right? And exercise faith. Okay? Exercise that faith, man. And bro, we're not going to be bullied, bro. You're not, bro. I've been doing this for a while. Right? You ain't going to bully us, man. It's not going to happen, man. And in the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai, he's going to bully you. May Yahweh Shai bully you, man. Your witch covens, right? Fire, right? Send fire. Yahweh Shai, send fire upon his witch covens. Send fire upon his prognosticators. Send fire upon his people that be stalking our life. Send fire upon them, right? Fire from the angels, right? May it rain upon them, right? Bring swift judgment to those that are rising up against our soul. And nothing's wrong with that. We can pray for them. Why not? Why not? What are you supposed to do? You're supposed to let people just what? Sit down and what? Abuse you? Oh no, just let them abuse you. No, bro. No. Don't work like that, man. No. Right? We got to exercise that faith. That's what we gonna do. Okay. See what else we got. So we went to that, because if you're not exercising that faith, what good is it? Go to James, brother, for sure. Hold on just a minute. Hold on. Hold on. Fuck off. Go to James, brother. Man, let's go. Man, these people are obsessed, man. They're obsessed with my life. Celebrity. They want to treat us like celebrities. Hold on. So we got James now. Hold on. James 2. We've got James 1 and 22. But be ye doers of the words, and not hearers only. So we want to make sure we're being doers, not just hearing, man. And a lot of these people, they're part of fraternities, right? You don't need to join a fraternity, man, to make it in this life, right? You don't need to do that, right? Yeah, that's a good sign. Not today, Satan. So you don't need to do that. All we need to do is stay faithful. But I'm excited. Just knowing there's a righteous reward for us staying faithful. Right? Just for us staying faithful. There's a righteous reward. Right? And it says, Baba Kishah, And you got people lying. Oh, he don't do nothing. Where's your fucking proof? You have to back up what you're saying. Oh, he doesn't do anything. Bro, I'm serving the Lord. What else do you want? Right? People are obsessed, man. But guess what? The Lord just going to move upon these people, man. But that are targeting me, man. The Lord's going to move upon them. And I don't even focus on it too much. Right? And it says Baba Kishar. So where was that, Baba Kishar? But be doers of the word, not just hearers only, deceiving your own self. So we want to make sure we're not deceiving our own selves. Right? Make sure you're being a doer of the word, man, a doer. So when people see you, they're like, yep, this guy, I might not agree with what he's doing, but I respect him because he's about this word. Right? And it says, for if any man be a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like a man beholding his natural face in the glass. In other words, you ain't changed, you're just the same individual. Right? Just the same individual. That's all. Right? So you got to make a change. Be that change. You know what? Be that change that you want to see in the world. I hope this don't sound too cliche. Be that change that you want to see in the world, man. It starts with, obviously, Yahushua, but it also starts with us as well. You've got to be that change that you want to see in the world. Okay? Make sure you're doing that. Make changes. Even with something small, as in diets. Changing your diet. That's a start. Start with your diet. Try keep a bed. Right? The way you treat people, man. All these things are a matter of conduct.
Oh, you talking to me?
No, I'm just speaking in general.
Okay. Yeah,
What?
it's summer, isn't it?
Huh?
It's summer. I normally wear black 90% of the time because I'm working 90% of the time.
Well, you know what? I don't like when people wear black too much.
Yeah.
It's just a dark.
I know, but it's work-wise.
Yeah,
it's when I work. So when I'm working,
But you got the pink on you. And you're looking bad, but you got the lipstick, the back control, and the extensions. Yeah, you're looking good, sister. Where are you off to today?
huh?
Where are you off to?
Going home to drop things I've got people I need to get and everything. So that's
Alright, what are you having for dinner?
Am I having dinner?
Yeah.
Butternut squash.
Mm.
Carrots.
Yeah, that sounds healthy. That sounds real healthy. You know what? I might have to try some of that myself. Right? Anyway, sister, hey, have a blessed day.
You too.
All right. So that's good. I was saying that. It's about your diet. We have to start somewhere. Diets, chickpeas, anything. But it's about making a change, man. If you can make that change, right? Life changes, man. And that's what we want to do. Making life changes in this truth. Right? That's what it's about. And if you're not doing that, you're just wasting time. You got these people that are going to get angry at me now. Why are you getting angry at bro? A lot of these people, I don't even know them. Most of these people, I don't even know them, but they get angry. And they turn up their nose. Right? These fucking dumb. But anyway, let's just focus on the truth. Let's keep it positive. Let's keep it positive. Keep that energy level high. Come on now. Come on. Woo! You have to do that sometimes. Because there's no one else there to really prod you in the back. So, you got to pump yourself up. Come on, let's pump it up. Come on. So this is why let's go to James 1. No. And where was we 24? For he beholdeth himself and goeth his way and straightway forget of what manner of man he was. Right? So that's why you want to make sure you're a doer of this work. Right? And apply it. Lest you forget after you've done these videos. Right? And you don't want to forget. You want to remain in that state of focusing on these scriptures. And do as much as you can as well. We can never do enough. Recently I had to get a new phone. Right? Same email address, but I had to get a new phone. Okay. And we started, see, I don't make no excuses. From when I was homeless, still managed to do videos just about. Every situation, I always put Yahushua first. That's going to pay off. It's going to pay off. Right? Come on. Don't give up. Oh, don't give up, bro. What else are you going to do? You're going to return back to the rudiments of this world. So we're going to go to James 1. And where was we? For he beholdeth himself God. But whoso looketh into the perfect law of liberty and continue therein, he being not a forgetful hearer, but a doer of the work, this man shall be blessed in his deeds. So, example, say if I was to do this lesson, then you go about your day and you just forget about everything that was said. That means you wasn't really applying. You wasn't really applying this word. You just go about, well, I just taught a video. No! This word still has to be upon your mind. Even when you're doing lessons, you want to be pondering upon that day. What lesson was I doing? What was it about? You know? How could I be? Because these lessons are also catered to us. These lessons are catered to us as well. Alright? So we went to that Baba Kishar. And what else? Verse 24. Verse 25. But whoso looketh into the perfect law of liberty and continue therein, he being not a forgetful hearer. So we want to make sure we're not being forgetful hearers. Right? Make sure we're not forgetting what's being said. Alright? And it says, check this out. But a doer of the work, this man shall be blessed in his deeds. So when you're doing this work, you're going to be blessed. Because you're doing. Alright? The Lord's looking for doers. Right? And I know they secretly be watching. Forget all these fucking people, man. They're just here to distract us. Right? Be a doer of this work. Not just a hearer only. Right? This is for men, women. I always say on my page, this is for men, women, and children. Right? This is for men, women, and children. That'll be sure. So we went to that. We're going to shut off soon. Just make sure we're doing. Oh, hold on. I want to go to Colossians as well. We need to be locked in. We need to be locked into the Spirit as much as possible. These people, devil wants to get you out of the Spirit. Right? We got Colossians. Colossians 2 and 6. As ye therefore have received Yahushua Bashat the Lord, so walk ye in him. So we've received him. So walk ye in him. Okay. So therefore you got to walk ye in him. Because you received him. Right? And it says, Brother Kushar, rooted up and built up in him, established in the faith, as you have been taught. Ooh, Yahushua. So we want to be established in Yahushua Mashiach. Fully established. And rooted as well. Right? Just need to put some water on my face. So we want to be rooted heavily. When something rooted, it's grounded. It's not easily moved. So that's the mentality we want to have. We're not easily moved. Right? Satan shouldn't be able to move you like that. You're supposed to be strong like this guy. Now this guy really believes. Okay? Check this out. And it says, establishing the faith as you have been taught, abiding in with thanksgiving. Established. So, excuse me, so that's how we want to be established in the faith. We're going to shut off soon. Abounding with thanksgiving, beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit. So you're going to have people that come up to us and talk about, have you read the book of Nagas or whatever, Nebras? And you have another woman that may come up to you and say, I believe in E.T. Bro, you're bugged out. You had a woman come up to me talking about she believes in E.T. I've got to say, you're bugged out, man. And she was once a part of the Hebrew Israelites. Okay? And it says, check this out. Beware lest any man spoil you through philosophy and vain deceit. And after the tradition of men, it says tradition of men because the Pharisees, they held the tradition of men. Right? The washing of pots, pans, kitchen, tables, all of that. Okay? And it says, and after the rudiments of the world, and not after Mashiach. For in him dwelleth the fullness of the Godhead bodily, and ye are complete in him, which is the head of all principality and power. Key thing, head of all principality and power. So ultimately, you don't need to fear principalities and the power because you're over them. If you have Yahweh Shai's over them. Right? And that's why since we're speaking about that, that's why you're not supposed to be scared of demons. Right? Because who controls the demons? Who controls the demons? Yahweh Shai. He controls the demons. So you're supposed to be grounded in this word and built up in faith. The man that built his house upon, you can go to that. Excuse me. Let's grab Matthew 7. Matthew 7. And 24. Therefore, whosoever heareth these sayings of mine, and doeth them, I will liken him unto a wise man, which built his house upon a rock. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew, and beat upon that house. And it fell not, for it was founded upon a rock. The rain, the floods represent turmoil, anguish, all them things out there. And the martial law troops as well, right? Tribulation. But it says it did not fall because it was built upon the rock. The rock is Yahweh Shai. A rock is a strong foundation. This is rock here. This is a foundation, right? You build a rock, and Yahweh Shai is our rock, right? And everyone that heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them not shall be likened unto a foolish man which built his house upon what? Sand. So if you're just listening, entertainment, popcorn. You have men that even say that as well. You got men that claim to be in Great Millstone. Yeah, need to get the popcorn ready. Bro, this ain't for entertainment, bro. This is serious business, man. This ain't for entertainment purposes. This is serious business. So you want to make sure you're sure in what you believe in. Right? You're certain. Right? And it says, check this out. And it says, and everyone that heareth these sayings of mine and doeth them not shall be likened unto a foolish man that built his house upon sand. So that's not a good foundation. Sand, you can't build upon that, man. It'll just fall down. Sand is useless, man. Like most of these people, they're fucking useless. They just walk around in circles, stalking people. Until they get judged by Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. Until the Lord opens up on them. Right? Everybody wants to be a part of a group. Right? But the Lord ain't going to save. He ain't coming back for organizations. He ain't coming back for fraternities. The Lord ain't coming back for that. The Lord is coming back for what? The elect. Right? That's what the Lord's coming back for. The elect. Okay? That's what you got to understand. Right? Serious business, man. If you believe, you would take this serious as well. And everyone that heard me says about it, doeth them not shall be likened unto a foolish man. Built his house upon the sand. And the rain descended, and the floods came, and the winds blew and beat upon the house, and it fell, and great was the fall of it. So if your house ain't built upon Yahweh Shai, it's going to fall because it's built upon sand. It's not a strong foundation. The foundation is weak. So the strong foundation is Yahweh Shai. And that's the foundation we're going to build upon. So Lord willing, I'm going to shut off here. Lord willing, this was edifying. And shalom to the hopeful elect. I want to give all honors, praises, and glory belongs to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. And until the next time, shalom. And don't believe the lies of the enemy as well. The enemy is going to tell you, oh, he's mad. He's this. He's gone. Don't believe the lies of the enemy. If anyone's gone, it's them. Because look at what they have to do. So if anyone's gone, it's them. Lord willing, this was edifying. And until the next time, shalom.